Canadians are packing their Christmas trees in the compost and putting their decorations back in the attic. Many Manitobans are just getting started with the celebrations. Conservative MP James Bezan takes us to Malanka, the celebration of the Ukrainian New Year. His riding of Selkirk-Interlake is in the heart of Canada's Ukrainian community and home to the country's largest Icelandic population. It's no wonder why fisheries, agriculture, and the environmental protection of Lake Winnipeg are just a few of the issues he faces every day as an MP. At a reception in the heart of Winnipeg, a community comes together to celebrate. It's the Ukrainian New Year, also known as Malanka. MP James Bezan is also in attendance. It's the end of a long day for the Conservative Member of Parliament for the Manitoba riding of Selkirk-Interlake. Everyone is in a festive mood, but there's also another reason why everyone has gathered here this evening.
I'm a member of the Ukrainian Business and Professional Club of Winnipeg, and two of us are being inducted as lifetime members for the work that we've done on recognizing the Holodomor. Now, the Holodomor is the Ukrainian famine from 1932-33, and we want to not only have a Memorial Day, which recognizes the atrocity that happened and pay tribute to the survivors that are among us today, but also mourn the loss of all the victims who died, the over 10 million Ukrainians that died in that famine, the forced famine by Joseph Stalin. But the big and most controversial part of my bill was that it recognized it as a genocide.
But Bezan's day started much differently. He's here in the community of Ginley, Manitoba. This is the largest Icelandic community in Canada and the second largest in the world. His riding stretches from the northern suburbs of Winnipeg to Ginley and beyond, nestled on the shores of Lake Winnipeg.
Where are you guys going? Hey, how are you doing? Happy New Year.
He's talking to fishermen and scientists alike who've been monitoring the lake on a regular basis.
Yeah. So how are things going?
The results of the monitoring show that the lake hasn't improved in terms of nutrient concentrations. They're still actually increasing, somewhat bothersome, certainly, yes. But that's going to take a while. We understood that would take a while.
Up on the hill here, just up here, is the fishing industry that dates back to when they settled here in 1875. Our family started fishing in 1891, have done nothing else since. My son and his son are out in the lake today, out on that ice, doing what we're supposed to do.
Not only does it support, directly 1,200 families that live through commercial fishing, but all the communities up and down both Lake Winnipeg and Lake Manitoba that support those industries, all those small and medium-sized enterprises that are up and down our main streets are largely dependent on the resources of Lake Winnipeg and, of course, our farming sectors that we're going to talk about later today.
Bezan's next stop, to visit a local farmer at his home about an hour outside of Ginley. Before the work begins for this year's crops, he's here to discuss how excess moisture is proving to be a challenge for those who make their living off the land.
I often do these farm calls when I'm back in the riding, and it's about talking to the guys and seeing how they're making out. And the cattle industry in particular has been a particularly difficult time because of first the BSE scare going back to 2003, and now markets shutting down around the world, and those markets just opening up in the last couple of years.
Ginley is fiercely proud of its Icelandic heritage. Here at the new Iceland Heritage Museum, displays show how the Icelandic community faced adversity and triumph. During the early days of settlement, Bezan drops by to chat with the museum's curator.
I'm always proud that I get to represent New Iceland in Ottawa. And, so many people decide to leave Iceland and make this their home on the basis that this was going to become their new little country.
Bezan is thankful to represent a riding so vast and so rich in resources and culture. This is on the bright side in the riding of Selkirk-Interlake, Manitoba.